Alright, I'm live again. I upped the bit rate today's stream to 41,000, so we'll see if it starts lagging. Hopefully not. I'm watching another stream. I'm watching another stream while I'm playing this. Alright, I'll open up my stream. Oh shit! Oh shit, I forgot. I was gonna set a thumbnail for this stream. Shit. No, 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 no. I was setting the thumbnail after. That was a bad idea. My YouTube banner is garbage. I didn't even put any effort into that and I still have it. Okay, let's go.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. I gotta check. I just gotta check. I'm not dropping any frames, even at 41,000 bitrate. Oh. That's good. So, I gotta go up here. Yeah, they want me to go in there.
Bang! And with that, the fate
Hello, TC.
Minutes rest.
was sealed.
Donald Trump is making a late night interview on Genshin Impact. Oh, good evening. This is the Northland Bank. Alright. Yeah. I know. Come on. I know. No. I'm trying to go in the bank. There we go.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
Signora.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Oh no.
How sanctimonious.
So Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis?
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come, until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You've finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Lilith back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Senora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you— Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
I have dropped some frames. Yeah, 41,000 kilobits is a lot.
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Alright. So I think what I should do...
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Alright. I mean, the main goal is to get those primogen things. Just taking
Hands where I can see them. Stop right there.
Get down from there.
Drop your weapons.
Get down from there.
Ills be gone.
Come on. Didn't even hit us.
Fucking fly.
Almost got him.
Closing in.
Oh! He's got a little more health.
Up and away.
Got him. How many do I got? I think 116. Yeah, I got 116. Need 116.
Closing in. So, up and away.
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
Dancing in the wind.
That ability is so good.
Score. Let's see what's inside.
Another chest.
Flip and fly. Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Closing in. Ills be gone.
Justice will prevail. Stop. Do not attempt to resist.
This guy heals them. That's why they're healing. The water guy
Flip and
behind.
fly.
Taking him out
Drop your
first.
Final warning.
Score. Let's see what's inside.
Nice. Okay, let's do some climbing. I would join, but you must be in. Oh yeah, I'm doing good tonight. What's up, man? Yeah, I need to complete the quest. This has been a pretty long quest. I haven't been able to go in co-op mode for a couple days now. I'll finish it. I'm just trying to get the Primo gems. I just need one more. I'm really hoping to get this character, the 5-star one, Veressa. I'm only one. Oh, I got 126 Primogens now because I opened those 2 chests. I got an achievement here. That'll give me some Primogens. 20? Oh, usually they only give like 5. Wait, how much do I have now? I don't think I have enough quite yet. 146. So I need 14 more. Yeah, I just need 14 more Primogems, and I can do that. I'll be lucky if I get a 5-star character. I probably won't, but maybe. Aslan, no. gives 5, I think. Yeah, 5. If I could just find 2 more of those, but I pretty much got all the teleport points unlocked. What is that? This one's got a lot of health. I should probably have my geotype out, whatever it's called. Didn't do anything. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Give me anything again? Oh no, I have a star on me now. Hold on. Let me go see what the star thing does.
Yeah.
Disappeared. That's weird.
Yeah.
What it does. So I have a start thing again. Don't know what it does. There's a chest down there. Aslan, shut up!
One taste of my hammer, another test subject.
Swift is the swallow.
That tingle?
Drop your weapons!
I messed up.
Hands where I can see 'em!
Have a little taste.
Closing in.
Subject. Such a pain.
Okay, I got the chest.
Whoa! Can I have some? Spread the luck
That
around.
one only had 153. So close.
Yep.
I don't see any more chests down here.
Another test.
Butterfly. Dancing in the wind. Up and away.
Enemies don't take enough fall damage in this game. Wish they would take more.
Wrong test subject.
Treasure hoarder boss. Hey you, yes you. Alright. Wants to fight?
Swing to the swallow. Closing in.
You asked for it!
Orders given. Orders received.
Oh, so sorry.
Up and away!
Fall. Oh, he went right over. Now he's gonna fall. Oh, there he goes. Can he really fall into there too? Oh, he can. This is an overview here. What is that? Hold on, I want to go down there. Can I stand on it? Oh, I died. Oh, it sends you back up. How far? Pretty far. Someone else is up here. Wang. Alright, whatever. Cool. See you. Let's go back and finish up this chapter, or whatever it's called. So are we gonna do some type of ceremony? What's going on?
Leo Lee Pavilion. Best Lee food in town.
I don't know if I can get over that curb. Oh, I can. Nice.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Ooh, a nice little pond over here. That water is incredibly clear. Alright, let's keep going. Higher? Yeah, right up here.
Hear ye all! The Chising's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Alright. Sounds good. What's the rite of parting? What the hell's going on here?
Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching. Are they saying something?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh no.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
What? That's like the first time she spoke. What, the main character can speak? What the hell was that?
Why you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite? There's much that remains to be done.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
Alright then. Well, I can't believe that the main character spoke. What the fuck? She did that singing thing before, but she's never spoken.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this! Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes. The nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Wait, so we're gonna finally be able to get across that ocean area. That's why I was doing this main mission, because I was wondering if they'd let me cross. Looks like they will. Yes! And I also got the Primal Gems that I needed. Alright, let's do it. Let's see how lucky I get. I'm not a gambler, but I've been pretty lucky with these gacha games. I was even more lucky when it came to, what's that one called? Wuthering Waves. But I'm still pretty lucky in this game, I think. Alright, here we go. I got 10. Let's see if I get the 5-star Varesa. I give it like 20% chance. Oh, I don't think I got it. No, that's, I think that should have been yellow. I don't think I got what I wanted. Let's see what character I got. I already had that guy. What? Now I feel like I got scammed. I already had that guy. What? I got scammed. I already had him. Convert? What does that mean? I didn't get what I wanted. So wait, what does that mean? I got him twice. Now you have a constellation making him stronger. Oh, that's what that does? do those for Lan Yan. Lan Yan's by far my best character. So he's stronger now.
Ready to rumble.
I don't think I've really used him before either. Maybe I should start upgrading him. He is only a 4-star though. Yeah, he has a constellation now. So that's how they get you to buy a bunch of bullshit. Because even once you have the character, you need to get the constellations. I was wondering why people spend money on this game when you can get by just fine as a free player, but nope, you're not going to be getting many constellations as a free player. That's for sure. He only has 600 health right now. Oh no, 1600. Well, I will need more character cards, XP cards, especially for Kiki. There's 11 there. Wait, there's 11 collectibles there. Oh, what's up, Insomnia? I only just saw your message. Stronger he is now, constellations are good on average. It takes 50 to 60 wishes to get a 5-star character. When spending money on the game, on average it costs about 100, 200 for 5-star. I know I spent them. $100, $200 per 5-star? Damn. I mean, I got one 5-star sheet. I haven't put any money in this game. On Wither and Waves, I got 2 5-stars and I barely played it. I got really lucky. I got 2 in a row. 2 5-stars. I think I got really lucky in Wither and Waves. And they're really good 5-stars too. I need to download it on this PC, because once I'm done Genshin Impact, I'm gonna really start playing Wither and Waves more. So, yeah, I should download that on my laptop. Whoa! Wither and Waves is pretty good. I think I like Genshin Impact a little more, but the graphics in Wither and Waves are better than Genshin Impact.
So, ills be gone. Closing in. Wheel of life.
I'm streaming this in 41,000 kilobits per second, 1440p, 60 FPS, so the quality of this stream should be amazing. So it probably lags sometimes. I think the quality is a bit too good for my Wi-Fi. I want to try the gaming guy out, but he'd be terrible to try it against massive players. Both using that attack now. Oh! What's he doing?
Wow. Faster. Fly. Fucking fly. Dancing in the wind. Yeah.
box of Adeptitrix.
Those be gone. Whoa! Can I have some? Spread the luck around.
Oh, I'm almost adventure rank 34. Once I get to 35, I'm gonna really have to focus on leveling up. That's why I think I should save my hero cards. I don't really want to spend them on that gaming guy right now. I do want to try him out though. This is just not a good area. He's level 1. I didn't even give him a good weapon, did I? Switch. Yeah, no, he still has a common weapon that's level 1. Oh, he uses a longsword? He could be pretty useful, actually. I didn't know he uses longswords. Wow. He could be pretty useful.
Whether it takes me up
Up and away. Over the last 5 years, I have spent over 20k on this game. Why would you do that? Why? Doesn't that also take the fun away out of it? Because like the whole fun is trying to collect it, right? I guess there's probably a certain point where you need to spend money on the game, I think, because I'm actually realizing I'm running out of areas to get primo gems, so I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to max characters out, you probably need to spend money. And if you want to max you said you maxed every character out, or you have every character, I think you said. But yeah, if you maxed every character out, that's insane. 20,000. You know, when I was a kid, I used to spend a lot of money on Clash of Clans. Every birthday, I would get money for Clash of Clans and Christmas. So in my life, I probably spent about $2,000 or $3,000 on Clash of Clans. But yeah, never 20,000. I haven't played Clash of Clans in about a year, so I'm probably really falling behind.
Nasty temper.
Clash of Clans, but I used to have the max town hall.
Swift is the
Try
swarm.
this ability.
Up to it, Monsai!
You asked for it.
Wasn't that good?
Closing in. Score! Let's see what's inside.
He's got the long sword, so he's good for breaking gems and stuff. That's why it's good. It's useful to have a long sword in your team. All I had before was Noelle, and she's a 4-star as well, so she's not bad. But she's Geo type. He's a fire type. So I think it's called Geo. I'm not too sure. My co-op mode is still disabled for some reason. Why? Because I can. I love the game and I am OCD, but I can afford to spend the money. So odd. Yeah, but you're spending it on Genshin Impact. Like, that's what you want to spend your money on? Like, when I'm retired and I got like a house and everything, backyard and stuff, I'm probably gonna like just deck out the backyard. You said you have a trailer, so I guess you probably have lot fees and there's probably things you can't do.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement.
But me personally, I'll probably have like a house and a backyard and stuff. Probably a decently sized backyard. Ideally, I would like to have an acreage, not like a massive one, a pretty small one, but with a decent amount of land. Because I want to build a pond. I want to build a couple greenhouses, and I want to connect the greenhouses to my house so then I don't have to heat them. I'll probably put like one or two fire furnaces in them, and then I'll connect them to my house. So the heat from my house, like the door, I'll keep the back door open. I want to connect them to the back door. You know, I've thought about this a lot. And when I build my greenhouse, right, and I want to have it connected to, I also want to have a hot tub too. I want to have a hot tub, I want to have a pond, but in my backyard I want a couple greenhouses, and I want to connect them all together. And I want to have fire furnaces in them, and I also want to connect them to my back door so my house can heat the greenhouses, but also I'll have fire stoves in the greenhouses. So during the winter, I'll have the fire stoves on to heat the greenhouses. I'll also have them connected to my house, so my house will heat the greenhouses. That's what I want to do. And you know, if the greenhouses get too cold too, then I'll just install like, you know, computers and stuff in my house to Bitcoin mine. You know, you can Bitcoin mine and that produces heat. So I got a lot of ideas of things I want to do. Like, so that's what I spend my money on, is like greenhouses, ponds, hot tubs. I wouldn't be spending it on Genshin Impact.
Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity. Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding.
I didn't say I wanted a big house, I said I want an acreage. I know a lot of acreages have big houses, but not every acreage has a big house. Some of them just have like shacks on them. I'm not gonna get a shack, but I probably will get like a 2 or 3 bedroom house, but not massive, on an acreage, hopefully. But if it's not an acreage, still I'll put the greenhouses in my backyard and stuff. So it's not a waste, like a 2 to 3 bedroom house. Especially if you're gonna do what I'm doing, because I'm gonna have all these greenhouses. They're gonna be producing so much food. I'm gonna sell a lot of it too. That's what I'm gonna do when I'm retired, like I said. So, like, to me, that doesn't work. That's just you know, growing plants and selling them. So that's how I'll make my money when I'm retired. Extra money, at least.
They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
I think the money I could make off having 2 or 3 greenhouses would easily pay the property taxes back, and then I'd be eating a lot more healthy too, eating a lot of vegetables and stuff, so it'd also kind of cover my food. And then just like the extra money I have would need to go to like utilities and stuff. But I think I could easily pay off my yearly property taxes with greenhouses. So I don't think it's a waste of money at all. In fact, it kind of saves money because you got to pay lot fees and stuff. I'll have to pay property taxes, but like I said, my plants will pay it off. Aslan! No. That's good. That's good. These annoying motherfuckers. They never got me any of the shit I need. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Beat your ass, Aslan? Is that what you want? You want me to beat your ass? Shut up. Shut up. Alright, so once I'm done with this stream, I'm gonna make some homemade burgers. I guess I'll make a YouTube short on them. I'm kind of falling behind my YouTube shorts since I'm not ordering as much fast food lately. I don't pay any taxes. Lot fees. I own 200 acres of private land. No bills, so it's... well, that doesn't make sense. If you own the land, you gotta pay property taxes. And if you own, you know, if you're in a trailer park, then you gotta pay, yeah, lot fees, right? You gotta pay property taxes. How do you avoid paying property taxes? Everybody pays property taxes who owns land. Taxes in Canada are absurd. There's no way you don't pay any taxes on that. Oh, salt and pepper everywhere. Why doesn't the salt and pepper go down the fucking drain? Sorry, I said I was making the burgers after the stream. I'm actually making them right now. I'm hungry. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit so I can play the game again. Just gotta do the dishes real quick. Oh shit, I didn't even know I got a bunch of dish soap and cleaner in here. Nice. I didn't even know I had. I forgot about that. Alright. I already still have plenty of dish soap. Yeah, so I don't want to get rid of this oil because I need it for other things. Because the guy didn't bring me my oil today, so I gotta deep fry these hamburgers. Hopefully they're still gonna be good. Deep fried burgers. I have other pans I could cook on, but I like this pan. I don't cook on any other pans. Fuck, where's the spoon? Hi, my name is Black Boy Fucks. I'm here with my 14-year-old girlfriend, and she likes to call me daddy. Black Boy Fucks, man. What a crazy guy. Oh, and these burgers are in the freezer right now, so I'm gonna have to like make sure they're well done. If they're not well done, I'm gonna have a bunch of frozen patties. Nobody wants that. Biting into a frozen patty. A frozen Krabby Patty. Oh shit, these are actually pretty big burgers. I got the small buns. Damn. Alright, I'm only gonna make one of these. Ah. They don't come apart, I gotta smash them. So fucking frozen, they don't come apart. Alright, time to deep fry fucking burger patty. A frozen burger patty, huh? I don't pay property tax. I bought the land from the ground and I have status. How the fuck do you do that? What? Ain't no way that's allowed. Are you committing tax evasion? You can just own a bunch of the land and not pay taxes on it? Since I own the land, I don't pay lot fees. Yeah, that makes sense. But not paying property taxes doesn't make sense. I'm part of... You're native? Okay, well then, I'll go to the crown and tell them I'm native too. See how they think about that. Tell them I'm native too, man. I don't need to pay taxes. You colonizers took this land from me. That's some bullshit. Holy shit. Stupid onions. Can't get the first peel off. One day I'm gonna go to Las Vegas and I'm gonna make like trillions of dollars in Las Vegas. starting to look good. I have native status. We don't pay land tax or property taxes, alright. I got lucky having smart, wealthy white dad that taught me how to make money, a smart native mother. A lawyer? Oh shit. No, that's not fair. The Canadian people need to know about this injustice. Or knowing how liberal all the Canadian people are, they'd probably agree that natives get free property tax. No, but for real, I want free property tax. Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit. Holy fuck. I thought that was gonna boil over. Oh shit. Oh, that shit's going crazy. Mm. Just a little pepper, a little salt, a little ketchup, a little mustard, and for the final, the onions. So no way that's not cooked in the middle now. Mm. Oh yeah. Alright, let's try out the homemade burger. Mmm. Yeah, it's good. Mmm. I like that. That's good. Shahum and Abdul. I do have native blood, I'm pretty sure. I never got to meet my granddad, but I'm pretty sure he was like my grandpa. He was like an Eskimo. I'm pretty sure he's from like Nunavut. I don't know how to get that tested though. Mm.
Uh, excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of plostrite, or specifically vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber.
Oh really? If you sell more than 1,000 a year? How would I be able to prove that though? If I was just setting up a stand, like the Hutterites do, and selling food on the street, how would I prove that I'm selling more than 1,000 a year?
Adepti sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these three items are rare, I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first three people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
What if someone asks, is Rex Lapis actually dead?
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyuet Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
Oh god, do we gotta?
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested?
Can I really ask you anything at all?
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Maybe I can find out more about my brother?
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again!
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you. Do not let somebody else snatch it from your grasp.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on, don't go! Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
Alright.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Wow, so the story goes on. Interesting. I need to find all of them, but I can't. Yeah, he also gets XP just from being in my party, so. Failed on that.
Whew.
Oh, look at these guys.
Butterfly! Closing in!
Oh.
Dancing in the wind.
Final warning!
Closing in.
Hands where I can see them!
Down we go. Try to dodge that.
Butterfly.
I want to stay up there. Stay up there. There we go.
Up and away. Swift is the swallow. Yeah. Just a moment. Let's tally this up.
34. So my world level's gonna go up soon now too.
Many happy returns!
Closing in.
He took one hit and he almost died from one of these things. One hit from those, he almost died. Crazy. What's this guy doing?
Up and away. Orders given. Orders received.
I got careless.
Play.
I got careless.
Closing in. Dancing in the wind.
Picked the wrong test subject. I got careless.
Whoa! Can I have some? Spread the luck around.
That worked? What?
Where do you want this stuff delivered to, boss?
I can't believe that word. Core lapis. Interesting. I guess I'll end the stream. How long is an hour and 35 minutes? That's pretty good. Oh, Sticky Troll Team 6 is still live. Oh yeah, Monday opens coming up, right? Yeah, 'cause it's Sunday today. Oh, the market's open tomorrow. Same with gold and silver. Oh yeah, what's gonna happen tomorrow? Alright, oh, gold and silver already open. Never mind. I forgot but the stock market's open Monday morning. And gold's gone down a bit, and silver's gone down a bit. I'm gonna buy more silver. I'm gonna buy more silver this week. Hopefully it stays down. Canada will never recover.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Canada is doomed, man. I don't think I've ever seen such a slow motion train wreck in my life. I mean, I genuinely feel bad. What an absolute dumpster fire we are currently seeing. The Canadian body politic has seemingly embraced such a cynical, delusional stance. They've been so captured by their Trump derangement syndrome, they've genuinely put their hatred of Donald Trump cynically above all else, above the interest of the nation and its people. It's the most wild thing I've ever seen. Donald Trump simply came in and said, hey, we gotta work on the border here. We've also gotta do fair reciprocal trade. You're hitting us with tariffs while we're literally subsidizing your existence and your security. And they've completely lost their minds, the nation, plunging into a collective state of Karenhood, totally freaking unhinged. It really seems like Canada is going through another pandemic here. They've caught the worst strain of Trump derangement syndrome I think ever seen, and it's turning their government in this latest election into a complete clown show. Let's have that conversation, shall we? We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Trump, Trump, Trump. That's all you ever hear. It seems just like the last 2 American elections, this current Canadian election seems to be all about Trump. Or rather, I guess how much they hate Trump. We got these slimy politicians, instead of doing what's best for their country and their people, they seem to be getting caught up in this pathetic pissing contest to see who can hate Donald Trump the loudest, who can stand up to the evil orange man better than the next guy. It's as if Trump hatred has become this enshrined Canadian value, and the political class has fully convinced themselves that bashing Trump is how you win votes, even if it means burning your country into the freaking ground. It's absolutely wild to me, and both candidates seem to be doing it. Instead of sitting down at the table and saying, hey, let's work out a deal, they've adopted the strategy of throwing a freaking tantrum and threatening economic war.
We are in an economic crisis that's brought on by the tariffs that have been put on Canada. This is the second time in less than 8 years that the United States has, in effect, ripped up a trade agreement with its closest trading partner that it negotiated in good faith. President Trump has just announced a series of measures that are going to fundamentally change the international trading system. We are going to fight these tariffs with countermeasures. We are going to protect our workers, and we are going to build the strongest economy. He's reshaping, disrupting really, the international trading system that we've known all our lives and rupturing the global economy. And we must respond with purpose and with force. We will fight the U.S. tariffs with retaliatory trade actions of our own that will have maximum impact in the United States. We will target those tariffs where they have maximum impact in the United States and minimum impact in Canada.
I want to start by condemning the unjustified and unprovoked tariffs that President Trump has now announced against our auto sector. These tariffs will damage his workers and his economy, just as they will damage ours. We must retaliate and target goods and services that we don't need, can buy elsewhere, or make ourselves to maximize the impact on the Americans while minimizing the impact on ourselves. I should address yet another unfair attack on our economy from the U.S. president. The president is betraying America's closest friend and attacking our economy, proving once again that Canada must end its era of overdependence and weakness. We must be an economic fortress. We are standing up to the Americans with a Canada First reinvestment tax cut that will bring tens, if not hundreds of billions of dollars of investment into our economy to create an economic fortress against the unjustified and unfair threats of Donald Trump.
It's absolutely wild to me, especially how it's happening on both sides. I mean, this Pierre guy, he's supposed to be a conservative candidate, right? Yeah, you know, the party name might indicate that. And look, I might get myself in trouble with this comment, but let's be real. Both of these candidates are big government socialists. It just depends how far on the spectrum. At the end of the day, all these Canadian politicians believe in the same centralized nanny state garbage. Even the conservative candidate's a total big government socialist. Like every other Canadian politician, it's the same big government socialist crap that you see from every other globalist loser in the West. He just believes in slightly lower taxes, so I guess he's a conservative now. What a complete joke that is. The reality is they're both socialist clowns who both seem to be playing the exact same game, and the cringe part is that's a losing game. The strategy of posturing against Donald Trump. I mean, it's been mind-boggling to me to watch both of these idiots drive their country off a frickin' cliff just to stick it to Trump. And especially to see the conservative candidate fully embrace that strategy as if that's the only path to victory. Meanwhile, he completely tanked a 25-point lead in the polls. This guy was up 25 points a couple months ago, and now some polls have him down 10 to 15. Yeah, it certainly seems like the strategy's working. I'm telling you, Trump derangement syndrome seems to rule the day. Instead of leaning in, instead of positioning Canada for strategic cooperation with the United States, it's exactly like I said, it's just a pissing contest to see who can be the most anti-Trump. The level of delusion is staggering, especially hearing all this talk of trying to off-ramp from US trade dependence. We got this Mark Carney clown talking about how the US-Canada relationship is essentially over.
The old relationship we had with the United States, based on deepening integration of our economies and tight security and military cooperations, is over.
Their finance minister echoed the exact same thing. I showed you guys this headline in a previous video. The US-Canada relationship will never be the same. And you got the conservative candidate talking about pivoting, essentially replacing the United States as a trading partner with Europe, as if that's some sort of genius master strategy. Yeah, as a conservative, allying yourself with big government globalist Europe, the same people who don't believe in free markets or free speech. Great idea. It's the most delusional, ignorant, self-sabotaging nonsense I think I've ever witnessed. And oh boy, the paper tiger delusions, the delusions of grandeur. The current unelected Canadian Prime Minister just said this:
Canada is ready to take a leadership role in building a coalition of like-minded countries who share our values. We believe in international cooperation. We believe in the free and open exchange of goods, services, and ideas. And if the United States no longer wants to lead, Canada will.
If the United States doesn't want to lead, then we will. Buddy, Texas alone has a greater GDP than the entire country of Canada. You're not leading anything. The only thing these people are doing is leading Canada off a freaking cliff. I mean, the numbers aren't lying. What's Canada's reward for all of this chest thumping? Womp womp womp. They just lost 33,000 jobs in March. In a month. In a country of 40 million. That's the equivalent of America losing over 300,000 jobs in a single month. We're talking economic collapse numbers. And this is happening in a country that's pretty much already at the bottom of the G7. OECD predicts Canada will be the worst performing advanced economy over the next decade, and the 3 decades after that. In no position to be leading anything, and certainly in no position to be sabotaging their trade relationship with the most powerful economy on earth that Canada is literally dependent on. Over 70% of their exports go straight to America. Not to mention national security dependence. Canada barely has a military, because why spend money on military when America's your neighbor and you just assume that they're going to protect you? It's absolutely wild. Totally subsidized by the American economy. Yet Canada hates Trump and hates America. Explain to me exactly how that works. I mean, speak about unappreciative. It's honestly, I think, the most wild, concentrated case of mass Trump derangement syndrome ever recorded. We're talking mass psychosis. And obviously these politicians are playing...
Yep. Canadians are dumb. I've known this for a very long time.